So apparently there was going to be a terrorist attack on Halloween. Time to get serious.
Breaking tonight, we're learning new details of the ISIS-inspired terror attack allegedly planned for Halloween in suburban Detroit. That reported plot was foiled by the FBI. It's a story we first brought you Friday. 2 men are in custody tonight. The details of the scheme are actually chilling. Correspondent David Spont starts us off tonight with that story. Good evening, David.
Brett,
I didn't know about this.
We are learning this investigation into what could have been a Halloween massacre began months ago. It involved surveillance from poll cameras and encrypted chats. 2 men appeared this afternoon in a federal courtroom in Michigan and are facing charges in what authorities say is an ISIS-inspired terror attack that, if the suspect...
This should terrify you as an American. This could be going on anywhere in the country right now because of all the uproar that's going on. This could happen anywhere right now.
were successful would have likely taken place on Halloween in a Detroit suburb. Investigators say the men used the term pumpkins as a code word for a possible attack on LGBTQ bars or clubs. Mohamed Ali and Mashid Mahmoud, along with the juvenile referred to as person number 1, are accused of plotting this mass shooting. According to court documents, Ali was practicing shooting at a local gun range. There were messages between the alleged suspects about planning the attack, but of course it never happened. On Friday, authorities conducted searches in both Dearborn and nearby Inkster, Michigan. Officials moved in and recovered 3 AR-15 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 4 handguns, and more than 1,600 rounds of ammunition, GoPro cameras, tactical vests, and other gear. FBI Director Kash Patel posting on social media today in part, the FBI acted fast, followed the evidence, and likely saved countless lives. A lawyer for one of the men said this was a case of, quote, hysteria, that all male group of suspects...
They were able to find these guys and throw their ass in jail before they ended up hurting a lot of people. But they can't seem to get these people that are online making threats towards other people? Like what happened with Kirk? Interesting.
16 to 20 were role-playing computer gamers and that no terror event was planned. The DOJ thinks differently. Both men could face up to 15 years behind bars.
That's
and
it?
Remain behind bars with a detention hearing set for next week. The unnamed juvenile, Brett, has not been charged at this time. Back to you.
Okay, David, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest.
The 2 Michigan men who are facing federal charges in an alleged ISIS-inspired plot to carry out a deadly Halloween terror attack are appearing in court. They did appear in court yesterday. They're each facing a single count of transferring weapons and ammo for terrorism. Federal authorities also releasing photos showing the suspects at gun stores and shooting ranges before that plot was foiled. Former DHS advisor Charles Marino joins me now. And Charles, what authorities seized is absolutely terrifying. 3 AR-15 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 4 handguns, over 1,600 rounds of ammunition, a flash suppressor, and tactical vests.
How the hell you even get your hands on that much? Bro, like, how you get your hands on that much artillery in today's economy? That must have cost easily like $10,000. Easily. Just the ammo alone. How? Where are you getting money from to afford this? A part of me thinks that this isn't just an attempted terrorist ISIS-like plot. Might have actually been funded by some form of terrorist organization. Honestly. How can someone afford that much ammo? That's insanity. 1,600 rounds of ammunition? That's right. Someone's funding this shit. Who's paying for this? 3 ARs? Bro, ARs are like $900 a pop. That alone is like $3K. Shotguns, that's another like $500-600. 4 handguns, depending on the type, they could each be anywhere from like a couple hundred to a couple thousand. They had GoPros, tactical vests. Come on. GoPro alone's like $400. And they had like all that ammo, bro.
Charles, how did the FBI catch these guys and prevent a tragedy?
No.
You know, the FBI did a great job getting on this case very early based on online indicators.
It kind of makes me wonder if the person that's funding it isn't somebody in like. So hear me out. It's going to be a hot take. Maybe it's a Democrat that wants to escalate the, current state of events to its breaking point, to cause an all-out like civil war, and they were going to use these guys on Halloween to do it. But the FBI stepped in and stopped them. Someone paid for all that. Who paid for it?
In addition to other evidence to thwart this attack from happening. So good work on the
Just like all those masks that were being dropped off at those rallies in LA before they cut the funding to that one organization and all the things stopped in LA. Someone's funding this. They need to figure out who. Because I guarantee you they're not the only ones that are being funded if that's the case.
But the bigger picture for the American public is that radical Islamic extremism is alive and well in the United States. And it's tied to that failed experiment of unchecked mass migration into the country. You know, when we used to talk about radicalization, Todd, we used to talk about it occurring through travel to special interest locations in the Horn of Africa or to the Middle East or online.
We got this shit in our own suburbs now. We have a problem.
Now it's taking place within our own borders in addition to online. And it's a very dangerous situation when you have a society, a city like Dearborn, with the largest Arab American and Islamic population in the country, that's allowed to seal itself off from American culture and values. We have to expect that this is going to happen from a portion of that population.
And Charles, that is the key thing going forward, because obviously we're so happy we caught these guys now, prevented a tragedy, but thousands upon thousands, maybe even in the millions of people crossed our border under the Biden administration unchecked. We don't know a lot about them. They can be in these tiny cells, lone wolves, regardless. And the FBI has its work cut out for them, not trying just to get these guys that they caught in Michigan, but every single one of those groups, those individuals that could be possibly doing this. And that is terrifying. Before we let you go, I want to get your thoughts on this. Idaho police releasing new pictures of the leather knife sheath that Brian Koberger left behind after killing 4 University of Idaho students back in 2022. It's all part of a 2,300-page document.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.